No politician has right to talk to us. Nigeria is a scam. The founder of House on the Rock Church, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, has stated that Nigeria is a scam. Adefarasin, who spoke in a recent sermon in church, said the problem is not Nigerians but Nigeria and the constitution. According to him, the documents upon which we were formed were put together by a few soldiers and their surrogates. He also noted that Nigerians succeed in sciences and arts when they leave the country, while stating that the next administration must not access power until we have a veritable constitution that is truly a document of we the people. 100,000%. Adefarasin said, "You hear what I'm saying to you? Otherwise, your grandchildren will not have a future in this land. Only people who are rooted in Christ will be able to deliver God's purpose to this nation." Does he have a purpose? Of course, look at the amount of resources he has deposited in this nation. Look at the resilience of the Nigerian. Look at how Nigerians are succeeding everywhere in the world. So the problem is not Nigerians, it's Nigeria and its constitution. The documents upon which we were formed was put together by a few soldiers and they were surrogates, and that is what is supposedly holding us together. The foundation of that document, and if the document is faulty, what can the righteous do? Go back to the foundation. The next administration must not access power until we have a veritable constitution that is true of the document. That is true, the document of we the people. Anything else is a fraud. Nigeria is a scam. It's a scam that has perpetrated itself for too long, and it's time to do something about it. No politician has the right to talk to us on this matter unless they believe as we believe on this matter. Nigeria can do better, she can get better, and she can win. He's absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I think that, obviously him owning a church and all that, it is very key that, the argument, you can argue that what he's saying in a way. Obviously, with Nigerians leaving Nigeria, when you go outside of your homeland, you're more respectful towards the culture or the constitution that holds that culture together. And so you would conform and you'd conform to that. But then I think it just goes back to the respect. What kind of respect do we have for ourselves? Because at the end of the day, the people do make up Nigeria. So again, if you say Nigeria is not the problem, I guess it just means the name and, how it was formed. And of course, the constitution. Again, the constitution, it doesn't reflect the people. It really doesn't. Because it's like, how can people not just respect it? Like, they're just certain things that first of all, you can say that for people to enforce or to respect constitution, it has to be properly enforced, and that goes a long way in respecting it. I guess if you just leave people by themselves to do what they want without any guidance of the constitution, of course things can go left and anything can happen. So yes, you can also say enforcement of the law, the constitution, plays a huge role in how the people act. Very true. The lack of integrity from the foundation is the constitution, of course. That stepped us into being a democracy. But then again, the argument of Nigerians doing well outside, it shows that hard work is not the problem. Resilience is not the problem. If anything, it even develops your character for you to even go abroad and do well. But the fact just remains that when Nigerians do go abroad, that respect of another man's land where there are rules and there are laws to abide by, because again, you can't do what you want. Why? It is not your land. So yeah, that's what the comments here say. Somebody here says, I'm not a supporter of any church or political party, but when you hear the truth, trust me, you will you'll be relived. So whoever says this man of God is saying a lie is a thief, just like how the so-called politicians and the force is. The problem in the country is the people in power and the 1999 constitution, which is more like a guild line for these criminals and politicians. Someone says, Pastor has spoken, but did the average northern politician reason this way? Never. They are the ones that drafted it to their advantage, and they are still the ones ruling because they understand it better than the modern day politicians. Exactly. And I think it's such a fraudulent thing because, again, I don't understand why the constitution, okay, fine, you can say it has many levels to it because obviously the constitution runs, it runs across every every part of an economy, of a system, of a way of people. So yes, it will be complicated like that. But if it's not in basic, simple, plain English, why can't a average Nigerian go online, look at the 1999 Constitution and just have a simple read? When it comes to road safety, when it comes to health, when it comes to businesses, when it comes to the economy, when it comes to international relations, what do we need to do as Nigerians? What are the laws when it comes to owning land, when it comes to every single thing? Why is it that we can't just go online, look for a page that pertains to what we want to do, and know our rights? It is always so complicated. Section 2A, 5C, B, II. Like, why are there so, like, it's so unnecessarily complicated? Again, if it's in simple, plain English where we know, okay, this is this and that is that, we know what we're working with. We know if you want to make it, have that one for yourself, fine. But what should be accessible to the public, it should be the 1999 Constitution in plain English, the real one. But then again, if you're having versions of what it is, again, I think it's just hard. I think we need to go back to the foundation, understand that how do we want to be ruled? Because again, if the people decide how they want to be governed and who they want to govern them. So again, if the constitution does not reflect the cultures or the integrated cultures of the people and their mentality, it will not work. Someone says, I agree with the man of God. The fundamental problem of this country is the constitution. Someone says, it's been a decade we have been together in this scam called Nigeria. Someone says, no constitution, no law, but do not be victim, please. It's not that. You're not playing victim. You're highlighting the issue. And I think that there is no way all of us in the country here, in some way or form, we have been part of the system of corruption in a micro level or macro level. So there is a way, if they want to do corrupt, I mean, we learn from the best. Exactly. So it's like if they want to use that 1999 Constitution to their advantage and go around it, we ourselves, there is going to be a way. We are also a reflection of our government. We have been in a corrupt system. We know how it works. So who can play that game? That's it. If we want to get out of the system that we're in through the constitution, in terms of getting the referendum by force, by fire, there is a way we can go around it that, in the corrupt way in which they do it, we will also do it in our own way. If they see it as corrupt, that's their problem. But the fact is, we need to decide what we want. Do we want one Nigeria or do we want to separate? Again, it doesn't have to be bad. We don't have to hate each other. The main thing is that as Africans, we have to be united. In fact, let us split into 500 different states. It doesn't matter. We are all Africans. And I think that as individual countries, we're fighting through a lot because, again, we are ex-colonies. And, again, neo-colonialism is still very much prevalent in a lot of countries. So, again, it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with in terms of removing foreign things first. But sometimes you have to start with yourself and make sure you're doing good. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.